G'day fellas, and welcome back to the channel. Quick recap around 23, we went 7 from 8 overall. The Rabbitohs just couldn't beat the pressure. Sharkies got a big win, never doubted him, but I kind of went against him there. Now, to kick off round 24, starting off Manly hosting the Panthers. Paseka and Aloiai are out of this one, as well as Tui Pelotu is still likely out for another week. Isaac Tungo should be back for the Panthers, and thank goodness. Zach Hosking really didn't look like he fit in the center position last week, had a lot of errors, didn't really seem like himself. Manly are strong at 4 Pines Park, especially with their season essentially hanging in the balance here. It's a great underdog story, don't get it twisted, but at full strength, I just see the Panthers crushing anyone. Still going to take him with a modest 1-12. The first game of Friday, the Sharkies hosting the Titans. What a roller coaster for the Sharkies lately. Coming off a huge win against none other than the Bunnies. Mulatalo should be back this week, which is a monstrous lift. And the long-awaited return of Tino is also this week. Now, there is some doubt about AJ Brimson, and for that reason, I still like the Sharkies here. They'll be hard to beat, especially playing with confidence after that Bunnies game. I'm going to actually take him here, 13+. Now, the second game of Friday, the Broncos hosting the Eels. It looks like the Broncos should be at full strength for this one. And same for the Eels, but Micah Sivo and RCG will still be out for one more week. Now, let's keep it simple. Para need this win, and there is a chance it could be close, but I am not going to get baited here. I'm going to take the Broncos at the Gabba, 1-12. First game is Saturday. We travel to Cairns. It's a bit of a weird Saturday, starting off with the Bunnies and the Dragons. Now, the Dragons should probably have won last week. The Rabbitohs, on the other hand, after all that Latrell press, just looked kind of awful. Jai Arrow should be out after the Sharkies game as well. Francis Molo should be out for the Dragons after failing his HIA. Moses Sully is also in doubt after a calf injury in the Eels game. Now, this is a must-win game for the Bunnies, and I don't think they're going to mess this up twice. I'm going to take him here, 1-12. The second game of Saturday, though listed as a Tigers home game, we travel to Hamilton, New Zealand. I want to keep this one simple. I don't see the Tigers getting the win here. Nico Klokstad is likely to miss this game, but his backup could be Wateni Zalesniak, which could be an amazing experiment. I would love to see how that's going to go. I like the Warriors here for obvious reasons, and I'm going to take him 13+. Last game of Saturday, the Roosters hosting the Dolphins. Remember back to round 1, the Dolphins got a huge win, and this is a battle of two teams with very recent disappointments. It is Redcliffe's first season, so I'll cut him some slack, but they kind of fell off, and the Roosters just straight up have been underperforming this year. Now, the Roosters need this win to have a chance at making the semis. They need to win 4 of their next 5, I believe, and they really showed their stuff last week. I do like the Dolphins on paper as the better team, but something's telling me the Roosters at home with their season on the line will be enough to get this done. Roosters, 1-12. And what a game to start Sunday. The Stormies and the Raiders at Amy Park. Jerome Hughes is a possibility to return here. And also some cheeky news. Pat played for the Sunshine Coast Falcons this last week, and apparently he did pretty good. Massive blow for the Raiders though. Center Seb Chris will likely miss the remainder of the season, which really sucks. It doesn't necessarily derail their season, but he was such a nice piece to all of Canberra's wins this year. I was really pulling for the Raiders as my underdogs heading into the postseason, but with the injuries starting to stack up on the Raiders side, I'm taking the home team here, 1-12. But hopefully the Raiders can prove me wrong. And to finish off the round, can the Bulldogs get revenge at McDonald Jones Stadium as they take on the Knights? Now, Bradman Best is in doubt, which is a huge loss. Jacob Saifidi will also most likely be out. Despite the injuries, I'm taking the Knights here. I took the Dogs last time in this matchup, and they lost 66-0, so I learned my lesson. Knights all the way. Gonna take them 1-12 here. And that is gonna wrap up round 24. As always, let me know your predictions down in the comment section. If you made it this far into the video, you are the real MVP. Hope the rest of your day is awesome, and for me personally, I'm out. Peace.